Like I said, I was out here earlier. Hey, why don't I show it to you?
The role was turned down by Bing Crosby because it would interfere with his golf schedule. The coat was bought from a thrift store for $2 and smelled terrible. And the man who played the character for 35 years eventually forgot he had ever played him at all. This is Columbo, the show that hit a class war inside a detective procedural and called it just one more thing.
No, the newspaper on the foyer table, that was a late edition. I mean, I even saw a recent.
After Bing Crosby passed on the part and Lee J. Cobb also declined, Peter Falk walked in as an afterthought. He was a character actor with one glass eye whose career had been shadowed by a studio head telling him that for the same money, they could hire a real actor. When Columbo came along, something clicked.
My name is Columbo, ma'am.
Here was a character defined by what people underestimated about him. The killer always saw a bumbling little man who could not possibly be a threat. That was not acting for Falk. That was autobiography. By the mid-1970s, Falk had taken total ownership of the character. He rewrote scenes on set, changed lines mid-take, improvised entire exchanges nobody had approved. The stammering, the just one more thing, the half-finished sentences. Most of that was not written. It was Falk circling the scene like a shark, finding the moment nobody planned for. The coat was never supposed to be a costume. Falk bought it himself from a secondhand shop for $2 before the first pilot filmed. He showed up to the wardrobe department wearing it, and the team reportedly recoiled. Wrinkled, faded, stained in places nobody asked about, and smelling like a very long week. They tried repeatedly to replace it. Falk refused. He said the coat was a character choice. The Smithsonian eventually acquired the original.
I'm sure you'll be talking to him. He's very efficient.
The network hated the show's format. Every other crime series built toward the reveal. Columbo threw that out entirely. The killer was shown committing the murder in the first minutes. The tension was not mystery. It was psychology. Watch this rumpled man dismantle a wealthy, intelligent criminal, one awkward question at a time. NBC executives said the format would fail. When the ratings came back, viewers were not watching to see the killer caught. They were watching to see how. Nearly every killer in Columbo was rich, educated, and powerful. Surgeons, politicians, conductors, movie directors. Columbo, in a second-hand coat driving a car that looked like it had survived a war, dismantled them every single time. The killers were not just guilty of murder. They were guilty of believing the rules did not apply to them. Their arrogance was the weapon Columbo used against them. Every audience member who had ever been talked down to by someone with more money figured it out within the first commercial break. In his late 70s, Falk began showing signs of Alzheimer's disease. As the condition progressed, he could no longer remember Columbo. Not the plots, not the lines, not the character he had lived inside longer than most marriages last. The man who made an art form out of remembering everything could no longer access the role that made him immortal. Peter Falk died in June 2011. He was 83 years old.
Subscribe 90s Playback for daily new videos and press the bell icon so you don't miss any update.